There we go. Now we're doing it from a perspective that I like. Got this going. Got it rolling. Um, Put in this usual message. All right. Yeah, I probably didn't see a lot of this. Had to delete that video because the whole time I was rolling, didn't realize that I didn't have my mic turned on whatsoever, which sucked because I had lost a lot of good stuff that I was saying. Either which way, though. Here I am yet again. Sorry, the trial and error thing. I was doing it from my mobile, but at the same time, it doesn't always want to work. So, okay, Sarah. This time around, I'm keeping it a lot simpler. Watching my TV, getting myself ready, keeping my fists from going into any faces, keeping myself from going into any spot where I would end up that way. Probably not gonna comprehend a lot of what I talk about because nobody ever listens. Anyway. I got a few people, and that's always cool. But earlier I went out on this crazy rant. Went out on this crazy rave, just talking about, all types of stuff that was befuddling me, making me angry. And then I moved on to talk about, I can't believe I'm saying this for like the sixth time, that I probably said for the seventh one whenever I create a short, but YouTube Shorts has changed from my cell phone. It used to be I would go into the YouTube app, press the red button, and it would ask me to create a short, and I would get like 15 seconds to say what it is I had to say. So I had to cram everything that I was thinking into that time. Now it's changed up to where if you press that 15 on there, you can choose between 15 and 60 seconds. And it might have been before, but I had never noticed that. I just discovered it that, so whatever, dumb me. So now having that extra 45 seconds, I'm thinking, how could I get these thoughts into a minute? Because I talk pretty fast. I'm actually very loquacious, and I have to figure out how to balance that out. But it's a cool feature. I mean, I didn't know about it before. It might have been there before, but I didn't notice it. I mean, I tried it and it wouldn't let me. But now that it does, it like opens up possibilities on what I can chat about. The other bit of business I was talking about was Bart Curlish, holistic assassin from this show called Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency. It had Elijah Wood in there, and I was asking if she were to get her own series, are we talking about a spinoff? Would it be a mini series, or are we talking about long form content with her, like a whole season or two? I think either way would be great. And she was played by Fiona Dourif, which is the that makes her the daughter of Brad Dourif. Brad Dourif, you might know him as the voice of Chucky, Charles Lee Ray from the Child's Play movies. I mean, he defines the role, but he did do a good job. He did a good job, but you think Chucky? You have to think of it that way. So then I went into some tangent about my anxieties and my angers and all that. I'm not gonna go there. Staring at a fan right now, put to some old school multi-channel thing. It might even be Warholian. Like that Andy Warhol movie Empire, where he just focused on the Empire State Building for so many hours. Yeah, it was pretty cool. I'm doing this because this is how I do my therapy. Earlier I was playing Ghost of Tsushima, but I wasn't doing too good, and I was just having an off day, and I still kind of am. I'm trying to get to that point where I'm not having one. I'm trying to be the shepherd. I'm trying. Quote from Pulp Fiction. But so long as I got y'all here, there's nobody here. So you're just going to hear me and my mental musings for this whole time. I had an awesome conversation yesterday. Yeah, that's something I want to talk about. A lot of my, it's weird. I made a lot of videos, almost 1,000 of them, and they're predominantly shorts because I always just put that up there. And like, if people want me to elaborate on something, then they can always ask me to it. Then I can make a longer video. But nobody has asked me to. I don't really put together nothing. I don't edit anything. This is just me, give the gab. Because I've always, been loquacious. But at the same time, I do that out of a sense of awkwardness. Like right now, this feels awkward to me. Hold on, I'm typing in a message right now. It's gonna be in the chat. There we go. Little life affirmations, things to make myself keep going to encourage me. Normally I'd be sitting here, listening to a book or whatnot, or listening to a podcast. I would be playing, and I'd be doing horribly at it because I have to get myself out of this thought where, like, all right, when I had video games, I had them and I would play them to the end, but a lot of times I was on the street, so it was like I can only play this game for as long as I am at the place that I'm at. And at this point in my life, I have to, wean myself out of those thoughts. I have to purge those because I own my system. I own it. I own the Wi-Fi. I own all of that. I pay for all of that. So I have to keep that going. But, the street mentality is always going to be there. And that's, for anybody in any walk of life, like, you have to remember, you can't get mad about stuff anymore. Like, it's all right to be upset, but at the same time, you got to remember, you're winning. If you think you're not, you're winning. You're making another day. You're breathing another breath. You got a cell phone. You can make videos. You can talk to people. You can get folks to reach out. You can do all of that stuff. So you can make it. You did it. But the thing is that you might downplay your accomplishments because everybody you might see them doing so much and going so far. But at the same time, you're making it. Did it. But we all do this to ourselves. We're our own worst critics. And then somebody might come around and deliver you some hate. And then what do? You get triggered by that. And because you're forgetting how far you've come. Even if you think you haven't come far, you have. Hold on a sec. You probably can't hear me. I'm busy dragging the garbage bin. But the point is, you made it. You did it. You came way farther than you were ever expected to because you took those first steps. That's always the hardest part of it, right? And also, don't focus on what nobody got to say about you because they don't define you. They're not who you are. So you can't let yourself be that way. And you're always gonna have bumps in the road. But on the road to what you're trying to get, if there aren't any, is it really worth it? I know that sounds cliche, but there's truth in it. A lot of truth in cliches. It's weird. A lot of lies in them too. I know. Let's not get into that. Let's not open that up. But don't allow yourself to be deterred or deferred. And I know that's easier to say than do. I do know. I'm constantly dealing with something. And it's cool because, there's nobody's really going to see this. And at the same time, that allows me to say whatever I want to say. And I can go curse and all that. But at the end of the day, I can't do that. I'm not going to. Can't let yourself fall. Period. I don't care what it is. It's a bunch of crap to get in your way. But as long as you're living, you're winning. Actually, technically, if you're not living no more, you won because you made it through life, no matter for how long. Life's complicated from the day you're born. Not only you got to learn how to walk and how to get fed and all this other stuff, but then on top of that, you got to rely on other people to do that for you. Then you got to figure out how to do that for yourself. And you got to hope that the people that are teaching you are not morons. I mean, it's all just a bunch of stuff. Hey, Top Baller, how you doing? Uh, I was about to send out a message saying to come up to the stream. I don't know why. I never really whore myself out like that. But this is one of those times where I'm actually trying to speak on something legit. Because I was going through a lot of phases today, but, you know. Yeah, here we are. I'm glad you're having an amazing day, Top Baller. I'm not, but, that's why I do this. Ain't nobody here to hear this. So I guess that in itself is a win because nobody has to see me have a psychotic meltdown, you know. But I also didn't expect nobody to be here. But you're here, and I'm glad you're hanging. You're not hanging, that's cool too. I don't know who's gonna be here and who's not. I mean, it's mostly just a ceiling fan put to an old video because I really enjoy those silent films. Charlie Chaplin, Fatty Arbuckle, and the like. Oh, cool. Awesome. Um, I gotta go into work. Ugh, I just cursed. That's horrible. But bang all that, I'm up here. I was just talking and chopping up about random stuff. What's up with you? Like, besides the fact that you'll be off soon. Yeah, I'd rather hear from your perspective. Because this is just a ceiling fan, or that's just a fan being shown along with a, like, old school picture, real picture. I should be having a piano playing with it. Hey, Bud Files. Like I was saying, you know, uh, last few days I've been dealing with a lot of depression. So I ain't been on. And I also am quick to go nutty, but I'm trying not to go squirrel poo poo. But like I was saying earlier, because nobody was here, and what to do? And because I won't make a video about it, I should, because I specialize in YouTube Shorts. All right, I was talking earlier about how the Shorts, at least for me, they changed. On my mobile phone, it used to be I go to the YouTube app, I press that big red button, and it would say create a short. I press that, and then I would have to press it again, and I get 15 seconds to say whatever it is I wanted to say. But then for me, it switched up to where when I press that 15, I press that 15, and now I have an option between 15 and 60 seconds. Now, usually I would knock out my thought in 15 seconds. If somebody wanted me to elaborate on it, then, I might make a video. But nobody's asked me to do that so far, and that is sweet sauce. Because I haven't had to go deeper into it. However, nowadays, I got to think of how to convey those thoughts in the 60 seconds, which is weird because I'm used to the 15-second interval. So I would knock it out there, and then I'm like, oh, I got to say more. Now, I do have a gift of gab, but at the same time, it's still weird to me. The other topic I talked about was Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency. Now, if you don't know Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency, that was on BBC America, and it was starring Elijah Wood, a couple of other actors, real cool. It also had the wonderful Fiona Dourif. Fiona Dourif is the daughter of Brad Dourif. You might know him as Chucky. And he, what was that word? He rocked that. But now, I was asking about the last video I did was called Bart Curlish. And I was just asking if Bart Curlish, if they were to give that awesome character a series, would it be a miniseries or would they have to go full season with it? Now, I don't really have a preference either which way it could go. Like miniseries would be too many intervals. But I thought that Bart Curlish would have been great. Like that character is amazing. She's a holistic assassin. If you haven't seen it, see it, watch it, watch it. I can't recommend it enough. And then I was on a tangent about how, when you're doing something and how hard it might be. But I'm like, if you're working for it, it's not hard, then is that goal worth it? I'd ask that question. And then I said, when you're winning, everybody will try to tear you down. It's good for them to try to tear you down. And you shouldn't get caught up in that because you're winning. You don't even have to say you're winning. You should just win, period. So I was talking about all that stuff. And that's about where I came up to here. Then I saw Top Ball, and Top Ball was telling me that got one more day left in that horrible thing that I don't like talking about because that's profanity on this channel. And then I saw the Bud Files come up in here. And the only thing I wanted to say was you need to go to Top Baller's channel because dude plays video games and he's dabbling in paranormal activity. Like I was up there watching this stuff. I ain't have nothing to say though. And, I just left a like and called it a day. And then with the Bud Files, they're always doing something sweet. I chime in when I can, but most of the time I just go on there, watch it, I leave a like. That's as far as I go. Because a lot of times I really, as much as the gift gab I have, there's some things that I just can't comment on. I don't even know why I'm talking about this. Either which way. I guess it's because, like I said, I was going through my own form of anger and depression and madness, and I didn't want to go Gah! To anybody. So that's why I went there. But this isn't a video of jump cuts and whatnot. That's not what I do. I talk. I like to talk. So yeah, those are the two videos I was gonna make today, but every time I kept trying to make them, it just didn't want to work. What about y'all? This isn't that kind of channel. I come here to chop it up. Now, granted, I guess I should do more stuff that have people come in that want to watch, but either they're gonna do it or they're not gonna do it. I'm not gonna sit up here and force them. Most I do is just talk about what I'm talking about. There's a lot of stuff going on. And earlier, like for my last stream, I spent like an hour ranting and raving, and I'm kind of glad that I got rid of that. I got rid of all those. It's not that I'm trying to present a better person or anything that you can dance to emotionally or mentally. It really just boils down to me trying to present nothing. I just thought that was wasted footage. There, that was your action shot. You see that? That was my fingers all over the cam. I don't really know if there's anybody here. I don't think there is. I think it's just me. So, since I don't got to worry about all that, I'm going to just rant and talk about other stuff that I feel like talking about. Because I can. Been on Tubi, been watching Reboot like crazy, and it's been excellent, I'd say. There it is. Okay. I don't really have a lot longer to go, so I'm trying to get as much. And you can either roll with it or you don't roll with it. I don't care. Like usually I'm playing a video game of some sort. And I will, but I just couldn't today or tomorrow. So I decided to do at least this live stream. Alright. This is just me. I'm outside with the dogs and they're barking all up in the park. I'm just thinking to myself, Kanza? Or is it Kanza? Or is it Kanze? I don't know how to say your name. I want to say it properly. I don't want to sit up here and mispronounce it and disrespect you. So, I saw that you said hi, so I'm gonna respond with, "How are you? Are you good?" See, I don't know if it's Kant or is it Kant or Kantze. I don't know the proper way to pronounce it. Oh, okay. Thank you. I just don't. I'm not in the habit of disrespecting people. So, whatever name they present to me, I would at least like to know kind of how to pronounce it so that I don't mispronounce it, offend them, make them all types of angry. Because that's not how you should do things. But no, I was just sitting here talking earlier about like life and winning, and how like you go through these things where you feel like no matter what you do, you're not succeeding. But I'm like, you're succeeding. You made another day out of it. You kept going. It didn't work that way, so it's got to work another way. And that's all been said before. That's all cliche. But shout out to you for coming up here and even saying something. I can say, John, that's true, but I don't know. I mean, like, you know, perspective of respect. That's your name. I would rather pronounce it the way you have it. Like I had a homie, no crap, named Vedran Lemesevic. And I learned that name. I refused to not learn it because cool guy, talked to him all the time, so I could not go and disrespect his name or his heritage. I mean, yeah, all names are hard to pronounce, honestly. People have always pronounced my real name wrong. It's hilarious. Even though they've heard it a million different ways from Sunday, they can't pronounce my name. So where you from, John? By the way, sorry that the only shot you get is that fan and the ceiling. It's just that I'm not actually in the room to record this because I talk a lot easier when I'm walking because I do a lot with my hands and whatnot. Because apparently I'm very animated. My sister is the one that told me, like, if you're gonna talk, you got to be moving. Because when I sit there, I'm very still and very dry. I talk like I am trying to present something to you in a scientific manner. See how that sounds? That was me just stopping for 5 seconds. Ah, Turkish. Cool. Yeah, no, I'm just, I wanted to be able to talk, so I decided to do the playroom option. Like, normally I do it through a video game, but this time around I picked the playroom, which is on PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5. I mean, it's probably got a lot of better features, but I didn't discover it. I was taught how to set this up so that I could just sit here and talk. Now I could put on the music and whatnot, but if I play the music, then I'll sit here trying to spit bars to this PlayStation rap, and it won't work. That's why I love the internet, because for all the crazy stuff you find, for all the people being so negative, I get to talk to people in other countries. Guys all the way in Turkey. That's wild. I've talked to people in Korea, Japan. I've talked to people in Indonesia and the Philippines just from doing this. And that is wonderful. So that's why I can't sit up here and be angry when people make these weird, horrid videos talking mess and want to throw shade all day because I'm like, yeah, okay, you feel the way you feel and I get mad about that, but you have the opportunity to do this all over the world. Easy digging. How you doing? Mr. and Mrs. Heaven Sent. Wow. Everybody's coming in here right now and I'm just sitting up here gabbing away. Hey, say hello to John. It's a Kant, but I don't know if that's the properly pronounce it. So he said just call him John. Say hello to him. Had Top Ball up in here earlier, Bud Files. And I'm just trying to communicate with people. And I can't do normal live stream on my phone, so I decided to run it through my PlayStation 4 through this Playroom thing, and it's working out. Thanks for the fist bump, Mr. and Mrs. Heaven Sent. But like I said, like I was going through my depression. I'm still like really, really, really mad and really sad, but just because I'm that way, I don't want to bring that to y'all. I don't want anyone to feel like that I'm taking it out on them. So that's why I'm trying to be positive. That's why I'm sitting here talking about Bart Curlish, the most beautiful, wonderful, magnanimous woman on earth in a TV show, that is, on Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective, played by the wonderful, magnanimous, salubrious Fiona Dourif, aka the daughter of Brad Dourif. Yeah, I said it twice. I'll say it again because that's how cool she is. And I'm sorry that all you get to stare at is a fan. It's almost like I'm up here like doing some kind of weird neurolinguistic suggestion or some, subliminal stuff. But no, really, that's just where my camera's at, and the fan just happens to be there. But because y'all are here, I'm going to present you with some spirit fingers. That's right, I said spirit fingers. It's better than my original plan where I was going to dance to Ninja Rap from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, as done by Vanilla Ice, because y'all don't need to see me dancing to Go Ninja, Go Ninja, Go. I don't care. I could also do the power line. That's right, I said the power line! There I am. There. You got to visualize me. Right there. Oh no, you're not seeing me dance to the ninja rap because that exists on footage from back when I was a kid, and yeah, okay, so they got me, and I found out I can still do that, and even worse, because I'm gonna make sure you never see it, no matter how wasted I get. You're never going to see me dance to a Goofy movie. I can do the perfect cast and the whole power line routine. That's for people that are fans of the Goofy movie. Yeah, it was sad. Like, my friends would always sing Eye to Eye just to egg me on. It was quite annoying. I learned all those. And like, if I was with my other little cousins, back in the day, our favorite movie used to be All Dogs Go to Heaven. So I could sing the whole verses of "You Can't Keep a Good Dog Down." And some of my relatives remember that I used to always sing that song. You can't keep a good dog down. Nope. But I'm not doing that here. I'm an older, much more mature person, which is why I'm not doing those dances. That's because the Goofy movie is one of the greatest movies of all time. Haven't you seen one of my videos? I made a video about how Max is secretly jealous of Goofy. He's jealous of him. I mean, come on. Goofy, he's scared to be him because he can't measure up. Goofy did extreme skateboarding way before Max could, caught the skull. Oh, and on top of that, Goofy went on stage, like convinced Max to go up there and hit up with Powerline. Goofy is the only one out of him and the crew that's married. Hey, it's alright to play hooky boomy. It's alright. I'm glad you're here too. I'm glad all of y'all are here. You missed the spirit fingers. Oh, and one more thing. I gotta finish this up with easy. Max is also jealous of Goofy because not only was Goofy married, but she didn't divorce him. She passed away. And what did he do? He pulled a dime piece several times. And all of Max's girls like Goofy because Goofy's just that dope. Max couldn't achieve that sauce no matter how much training he had. Because Goofy's not only got sauce for days, Goofy's got that gift of gab. You can't help but like Goofy. And plus, people always say Mickey and people always say Donald. I love them both, but Goofy put a ring on it. Goofy's like, I was married. I don't know about you suckers. Y'all keep dragging your girls along. And he's like, oh, so I'm the only one that has a son. Oh, Donald, you talking about your nephews, Huey, Dewey, and Louie? That's all I'm saying. Don't get twisted. Mickey's cool, but you know, Goofy. He'd probably be like, "Yeah, I know my name was originally Dippy Dog, but you started off as a rabbit, punk. Your name was Oswald. Let's get real, Mickey. Had your name changed after you got a little plastic surgery. But anyways, now I'm just going off on weird tangents. But yeah, y'all missed when I was talking about Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency. And it wasn't really the show I was talking about. I was talking about Bart Curlish. Bart Curlish, hold on a sec. Bart Curlish is a holistic assassin, a lovely young redhead by the wonderful Fiona Dourif, who is the daughter of Brad Dourif. You don't know who Brad Dourif is? That's Chucky. Yeah, daughter of Chucky, sitting up here killing it. Oh no, I had you hold on because I'm outside. The only reason I'm not inside is because even though I got the camera in there and everything works properly, I I can't convey my emotions because when I sit in one spot and talk, I sound like Ben Stein's, slow nephew, Neb, Neb Nates. Not quite Ben Stein, Neb Netes. Hey, there's nothing wrong with Daisy, but Daisy got a bigger temper as Donald. But poor Minnie. Mickey been there, I promise, I put a ring on there. But Goofy done had a baby. And also, the other thing that people forget about Goofy, how many jobs has Goofy had? That dude constantly stayed employed. Football player, basketball player, baseball player, teacher. He did so much. Not my favorite thing with him, though. I did a video on this a long time ago. Well, not that long ago, a few months ago. My favorite thing was watching Goofy try to quit smoking. And the announcer that does the voiceover was like, "You can get over this problem." He's like, "I don't have a problem. I like to smoke. It's a hobby." Funniest thing in the world to me. I cried for like a week. Just how funny Goofy saying, "I like to smoke. It's a hobby." Somebody, I don't have no problem. But also, I'm testing this out because I like streaming. Like, I like streaming my video games and whatnot, but at the same time, I don't really do nothing. I just like to, get out my thoughts. This is how I deal with my depression issues. Like every short you guys have ever seen, that's when I'm dealing with some of the worst traumas that I'm dealing with. Like it's crazy to think about, but the very first video I ever did was a year ago. Exactly 1 year ago. And it was just me talking about how I like to watch reaction and how don't expect no production over here. Don't expect proper editing and all that. It's just me talking mess. And if you want to hang with that, you're more than welcome. But also didn't expect that because all of y'all are way too cool for that, to be real. I mean, there's people out there putting out quality content. I've told y'all this. I've said all the time, what are you doing on my channel? There's fire content out there. The only time I feel bad is that I go to support all of you people that come to hang out with me, and the problem I got is that I can't share any of it unless I do it through text message. Because I don't have what they call a community tab. I don't have that. I'm close. I'm close. But in order for me to bother with that, I got to go on my own paranormal adventure like I told Ghost Tracers. There's only one paranormal activity that I'm going to investigate, and that's when the hell did I get subscribers? Who's stupid enough and crazy enough to come hang out here? Nobody's really stupid. But I mean, like, haven't I told y'all I don't know squat? Oh, great. Somebody decided to play the song in my house. You can't hear it, but got myself a notion. Oh, stop! One, I know that you'll. I'm doing the moves right now. Set the world in motion. Stop me. I can't stop reaching out for each other. Okay. Shouldn't have told them that. That's it. The kids are not allowed to have Disney Plus. I shouldn't have told them that I could do that. Leave me alone, leave me to my own devices, but no, they always want to be around me. What happened to the good old days when kids didn't want to be around older people? I'm not doing a perfect cast. Leave me alone. But yeah, no, I love cartoons. I always have. I mean, cartoons. It's not so much the cartoons that I love that people don't get. I love the whole concept of animation, just like I love the whole concept of music. Okay, think about this. Take a pen, you take some paper, right? Two objects that have absolutely nothing in there. There's nothing worthwhile in these two objects. They're nothing. But you put them together and you're creating whole worlds. When you compose, you're making a beautiful song that sets moods, that puts people in a different place, that puts them into different memories they had of girls they lost, of love they've hurt, of times where they were happy. Or there's that song where you're like, oh, I remember this. We were blasting this song when we were wasted driving down the highway. We're up here blasting No Sleep Till Brooklyn, and we lived all the way in California. You know, that's what I like. Outside of that, thing I love about this internet stuff, the thing I love, is like I said earlier, I get to talk to people from all over the world. I wouldn't be able to do that back in the day. You couldn't, unless you had a pen pal, and then that was just one person. Or unless you really felt like getting your parents mad at you. Yeah, not easy. I always do Beastie Boys references. And that's why I love the Merkins so much, because I love that song, What's for Lunch? Because it's Beastie Boys, So What You Want? I'll watch it. It's a great video. You also got to see Vanilla Mike, which is Michael Myers as Vanilla Ice doing Ice Ice Baby. He is awesome at it. Not as good as George Michael Myers. I mean, he did two songs. He did Careless Whisper, what he called Careless Sister, and the other track that he did was instead of Faith, he did Fate. And yeah, he did it exactly like the video. You get to see George Michael Myers. He's got the 5 o'clock shadow, everything. He looks sweet. But thank y'all for hanging out with me. Like, this has been the only way I can constructively get rid of the animosity and the rage that I have. Because I don't like concentrating on it. I don't like thinking about all the stuff that is so horrible. Like, there's so much stuff out there that's just bad in every way. Everything's malignant, horrible. Everybody wants to hurt each other. Everybody wants to hate each other. Everybody wants to call each other out for this, but you forget. You get to talk to everybody in the world. You get to see everybody in the world. You get to hear their culture. You get to hear what they're going through. And they might share the same ideas that you have. That's right. They might share the absolute same ideas you have. But then you get up here with this social societal pressure and you forget that. The whole point of this whole stream was just to like remind myself that I'm winning. I am winning. I'm living life, I'm winning. I don't care if they love me or hate me. I'm still winning. And I met a lot of good people through this. I met a lot of good people that I hold regular conversations with. Yeah. You know, it's funny. That was that was the old story, Kintu and the Law of Love. That was like one of them fables or like, biblical history, how you want to put it. The first man on earth, Kintu, he only had one rule, is to love each other. But people would misinterpret that message and then they would bring it with violence and all that because they thought that they were doing it in the name of love. But really, the base message is simple: love each other. And some people might think it's asinine and complicated. I'm like, no, it's not complicated. You make it complicated. Make it complicated. Loving people's easy. I'll tell you this much. Loving, you know what's funny? People, I did a video about this. I said, you know, love is hard, I guess, but it's not. Love is the easiest part of the thing. Love is so easy. You know what's hard to do? To like people. Liking is so hard. I mean, I love my kids. Do I like them? Not all the time. Love my family. Do I like them? No. That is the true task. You know, loving people is easy. I love everybody. Liking them, not so much. And then people are like, well, how did Michael Shea put it? When you stop liking somebody, you just stop taking their calls. You're not hiding out in the bushes. Hey, you go do your thing, easy. Well, I'm not a minister. I'm not a preacher. I don't really know what I'm talking about. I just kind of spout off the head. And it's crazy that people like to make that the hardest part, and I'm like, that's not the hard part. Hardest part is to live, to breathe, to exist. But it's a really accomplishable task. It's an easily captured goal. I'm burning up outside, but since I'm doing this, I gotta. Anyways, I'll take this time to field some questions you might have. If you don't have any, then I will only hang out for another 10 minutes. If you have any questions. If not, that's cool too. However, you gotta grant me one moment. I've been working in the flea market so early. Been working here since my mama does. The rhythm is that to me natural, I can't flow. I used to love that song. In the rain, or in the snow, in the rain, or in the snow, got the funky flow. Just because the rhythm is slow, that don't mean that you can't flow. In the rain or in the snow, in the rain or in the snow, got the funky flow, got the funky flow. I used to love that song. Let's see. Last thing I'm gonna talk about. Ow. Yep, I fell up the stairs. I hate when that happens. I feel like Mr. McDowell in Coming to America sometimes when it happens. None of this is none of this is to be listened to with love. It's just all the ramblings of a weird idiot. But just wanted to, yeah, throw something out there. Oh snap! That sounds totally like in the rain or in the snow. I don't even know why I'm playing this. Don't even know why I'm saying what I'm saying. It's just that weird ass funky vibe I got when I up in the tempo when I get it mental lumps. Right? There ain't no reason to stop me from dropping, and every time that I hit it up, you know, I'm popping. Missing back when I'm going up low, but I'm just trying to make sure that I don't got a place to go. But I can make sure that I can set and say what I got to say every time I got to play. But it's okay with no delay. Must say midday. Okay, stop with all of that stuff. And I can tell you that it's a bop, but it's not a bop for people that is going to rock. But I can't stop the top when I'm reaching the top, and anytime that I'm just doing this, I know it'll flop. Because I'm not really trying to be what you want me to be in reality. Because honestly, I'm just going to be what I said. Makes sense when I'm busting it, friend. This thing cuts out, so I don't make sense when I'm just busting out with the shout that I flow when I spit, when I go off the stuff that I say with the tip that I wrote. I got anxiety and depression. It's crazy, and that's my obsession. And normally the beat gets dark when I spit from my heart because it just makes no kind of sense. But intent is not the thing. The extent, my extent will be the thing you come with. Permit myself to go with this bit, and I still can't stop with this when I spit. Always been I'm in my brain. Always stuff that I'm saying because I am insane. Nobody likes me because I keep it on the plane. But I'm just keep on just flowing it because I'm that man, the man that keeps up the thing that keeps you going with this stuff. But I cannot stop because I am corrupt by that stuff. I won't stop, but I will disrupt. Oh yeah. Turn up that funky vibe. Right? Turn up that funky vibe. All right. Turn up that funky vibe. Won't stop. We'll turn up that funky vibe. But that's what I can say inside. Half the time I spit in the park with half the stuff that I say is so dang dark that I don't know what I say, but I know it'll spark some kind of stuff that might just hit your heart. But if it doesn't do that, put you to a slow start. It's like crude oil through your veins. You know it can't dart up to that spot where you get the rip and you got your liver tip, but you can't even stop this off sip. That is my psycho vibe. They can go ahead and just say what you want to keep it to people that keep you up in this place, which you are set by the stuff that they keep on saying, but people just keep delaying the thing that you got to do because that's just what they're like. Nobody's really playing, but this is always just a matter of the liar that got with to the liars that come about it, but everyone is just rostering nothing until they has it, but people is biohazard by the stuff that they come up. Better than dead, that's what I said, and that's just the way that I am. I do not care how fools feel about my flow, about my spit, because I just spit how I know, and that's just it. That is the end, how I can do. But I'm going to tell you how it is, but I run with the crew. But you can go on ahead and be my deception and misconception about these motherfuckers. That's just my way when I roll with my psycho vibe. Oh, what up? I did not even know you was back. I'm just sitting up here spitting to these weird beats that they got on here. For that moment in time. Oh no. Are you crazy, insane? Are you just robbing your brain? Or are you just thinking these things that people don't know? I'll say. But then again, it's a conundrum. Everybody left in this place to go dumb. This whole home dumb, but the dumb drums, and everybody want to see me bump, but cannot bump you off. But that's just that cartoon style I spit when I spit that spit that I got to hit. Because people don't know where I'm gonna go with this stuff that goes. It's not legit. I'm just a psychopath, insane in my brain. I just gonna keep doing my thing. I just don't help the fact that I do what I do. Bipolar is the way that I roll through. Sometimes it's just a thing that's an anomaly. But mental health that it gets inside that makes me feel like I'm fronting. See, but there's okay favorite none of this stuff thing. I ain't gonna sing about anything as I say. I'm just gonna say what the heck that I say because it is a way that I can't even play. I'm trying my butt off not to swear. See, on this beat, I can talk crazy. I can talk about the stuff that incites my rage. I can talk about the people that just keep on talking, the kind of people that just make you want to start stalking. You know the thing where you sneak up behind and get in the bush and wait sure they get intertwined into their bed and they're going ahead and say I love you before I reach up and I jump out and stab with the big knife. I am when I spit this thing. That's why I don't even talk about that off my dang brain. Trying to be much better than I was, but I can't stop it when they're causing my buzz. That's why I can't say nothing normal, because I'm psycho. There's the other time where I'm chilling, fiddle in my hand, spoons are clicking, and everybody's just chilling out and they're thinking of everything that's great in the time to get done. And then the moonshine hits. So then I see them. He's dancing. He's talking his crap and he's chancing. Thinking that I'm not the guy that would do the things I do to him and his whole dang crew, because they don't understand where I'm coming up with. Going ahead and just flat with a kind of prince, no precipice, no intent with this stuff. I just go ahead and do it till I get enough. I stab, jab, strangle, mangle, and that's just how it is when I buzz, and then I start dancing out with my psycho love, because I'm crazy. Something stand up in my mind, baby. But that's alright, because I still do what I do, and there's nothing that can stop me, not even you. Ooh. Alright, that's enough of that weirdness. You'll never hear that again. You have a blessed day too, alright? I gotta get out of here because I gotta go get ready. But, that was fun, I think. I don't know, I don't care. But thanks for hanging out, though. Now I'm done. It's over. So goodbye to everybody. I gotta go. That's it. There's no more, sir. Now I cut the broadcast that I do.